Zhang Xingxin had a chilling expression on her face, but her abilities were like this, and she had no choice but to adapt. Bailey Changqing, Liang Yue, and Canute, the three deputy captain-level combat forces surrounded and killed one person from the Phoenix Academy. Others were swarming around. Even if they wanted to help, the level gap was too big and the power they could exert was limited. At this time, what is Jang Yi, the captain, doing? He leaned against the back of an abandoned container, silently took out a cigarette from his pocket, and lit it. In the next battle, the abilities he can exert are limited, because the different space was on the verge of collapse at this time. He could no longer fight Phoenix Einen on the frontal battlefield. He must leave. Otherwise, Phoenix Inner Ren will kill him at all costs. There were several people beside him. Uncle Yu, Fatty Shu, and Xiao Hong trained them. The previous pirate team had been completely wiped out by them. However, as a result, Tianhai City's remaining combat power was weakened a bit, and the base's combat power suffered a lot of casualties. Xiao Honglian looked at Zhang Yi's hand and stretched out her hand to Zhang Yi. "Give me one." Zhang Yi glanced at her and threw one over. Several men and a woman, somewhat tired, took a short rest on the battlefield. "You leave. Can they handle it?" Xiao Honglian exhaled a wisp of white smoke from her bright red lips and asked, "He also needs to consume a huge amount of energy to escape from my different space." Zhang Yi said lightly, "In just 10 minutes, Phoenix, Yuanren experienced countless deaths, and every death consumes his essence. Even though he caused Zhang Yi's mutant space to almost collapse, he himself was no longer in the same state as when he was at his peak. Bailey Changqing and others will join forces to deal with him, so there shouldn't be much of a problem," Zhang Yi said. But as soon as he finished speaking, there was a deafening roar behind him. Boom! A huge shadow appeared above several people, and then a huge object hit hard not far away from them. That was Canute's body. The incarnation of the huge blue shark smashed a terrifying deep pit on the ground. Ice, snow, and mud flew up, splashing on several people. Zhang Yi couldn't help but said, "It seems that the situation is not that optimistic." Zhang Yi took a deep breath, dusted off the dirt on his body, and carefully looked through the container at the battle situation. In the battlefield, a raging storm was gathering, and he saw a red figure shuttled through the battlefield like a phoenix. "This is bad." Zhang Yi took a deep breath. His heart lifted again. Although Phoenix Inner's power was greatly weakened by him, but it doesn't mean that the three of Liang Yue can defeat him, because these three people also had serious injuries. In the battlefield, Phoenix Academy Ren was laughing wildly. His team is gone and almost everyone died in the battle, so he wants to kill all the members of the Tengu squad. I haven't lost yet. As long as I live, I can start over. Eclipse will not be defeated. Phoenix Yuanren's body surface was burning with red flames, which were karmic fires that even mutants dared not touch. Once it is contaminated, it will be as difficult to dispel as tarsal maggots, and can only be offset by consuming supernatural powers. Bailey Changqing and Liang Yue have fought to the point of madness. They know that they cannot retreat. This is the last battle. Several other battlefields are also paying attention to the results here. Zhang Yi looked at the crazy Phoenix Yuanren and subconsciously wanted to take out Lei Shu and give him a shot. But when he thought that the person Phoenix Yuanren hated most must be himself, he gave up the idea. So what if I kill him? He can still be resurrected. We still have to find a chance to seal him. Zhang Yi checked the time. 37 minutes have passed since the battle began. The support Gao Changkong promised did not arrive. He wants me to die and then come here to pick it up, right? A sneer appeared on the corner of Zhang Yi's mouth. Gao Changkong seems to be a very perfect character. He comes from a poor background and has a perfect personality, but he has never trusted such a person, because no one is perfect. If there really is, then it must be a disguise. and a character who can always pretend to be a perfect persona must be more ruthless than ordinary people. Blizzard City wants to use me to contain him. Why doesn't he want me to die? Then Blizzard City has to give him the credit for eliminating Eclipse. After all, Blizzard City needs a monument to become an idol in people's hearts. Zhang Yi gave up his plan to wait for support. He said to the intelligent system, "Reconnect Blizzard City." Roger that. The communication channel was reconnected. Jang Yi does not trust the headquarters because there may be undercover agents there. However, if others don't make it easy for him, he can't make it easy for others either. The Samsara team did not arrive at the scheduled time. There is something wrong with Gao Changkong. He may be the undercover agent of Eclipse. Jang Yi called Gao Changkong by his name, not his code name. As soon as Jang Yi said these words, Zhu Zheng's eyes widened. "You mean Gao Changkong, the captain of our investigation team, is an undercover agent of Eclipse?" His brows furrowed. This news sounds too incredible. What is the identity of the investigation captain? In Blizzard City, they are second only to a few senior executives, and Eclipse Moon is just a small Ronin organization in Neon. What reason did he have for betraying? Jang Yi said calmly. The iron law of the investigation team is the concept of time. It was promised half an hour, but it was so late. There is only one reason. They have colluded with Eclipse and hope that we will die. Zhang Yi was not sure whether Gao Changkong really betrayed. This is just a guess, but one thing can be concluded. Gao Changkong was looking forward to Zhang Yi's death, so he didn't mind throwing dirty water on Gao Changkong. Zhu Zheng said calmly, "We will investigate. I will contact the Samsara team immediately. Zhang Yi, the only enemy left is Phoenix Yuanren. As long as you kill him, the mission will be completed. Remember whatever it takes." Zhang Yi closed the communication and a mocking smile appeared on the corner of his mouth. At any cost. At whose expense? It won't be mine anyway. Phoenix Yuanren searched for Zhang Yi on the battlefield. He knew that he had to kill Zhang Yi. But there were too many members of the Tengu team around, and Zhang Yi seemed to have disappeared with no trace at all. "Death! Die! Let me die!" Phoenix Yuanren shuttled across the battlefield. His speed was too fast and his power was too strong. Wherever the red Phoenix fire passed by, the ground became scorched black. Laugh! With one strike of the hand knife, sniper Qi Guangming's body was cut into 2 pieces. Nasty flies. He laughed wildly and rushed towards Meng Siyu, who was helpless. Meng Siyu's little face suddenly turned pale. At the critical moment, Canute returned to the battlefield and forcibly blocked his punch. But a huge hole was also smashed into his own body, and the Phoenix flames burned his body, making him wail in pain. Liang Yue and Baili Changqing were panting from the fight. As for the other members of the Tengu team, it's even worse. Even the current Phoenix Infernal Ren killing them is like killing a chicken. That kind of speed, that kind of power, that kind of red lotus fire that can ignore their abilities made them deeply feel the terrifying captain-level combat power. Pfft. Lu Yinghao also died, and his death was so sudden that he didn't even catch Phoenix Yuanren's figure, and the world in front of him lost its luster. "Zhang Yi, get out of here!" Phoenix Inan shouted loudly from the center of the battlefield. Zhang Yi could hear clearly from a distance. He frowned, but was not in a hurry to go out. "If you go out now, I will be the only one who dies. Zhang Yi must keep a sufficient distance from him." "Have you found the witch?" he asked the team members. "We've found it, Captain." Ye He and Shui Miao stood in front of Shimonomono Satoru's body, looking at Takeuchi Mayumi shivering in the corner of the container with a sneer on their lips. "Should I kill her?"